Took me from the wayside, called me on the road, throw me a lifeline to carry me home. Jesus, you're all I want, you're all I want. Over the horizon is where I look beyond. You're the silver lining breaking through the storm. Jesus, you're all I want, you're all I want. A castaway lost in the
was kind of scared of what was coming because I didn't really know. It was the unknown for me. That's scary. But it all worked out. It was a fun week, and I'm excited to come back next time. I think I had like a rebuild during the week. Like all my bad things that I've been thinking have just been washed away, and this is the first week that I've been able to like lift my hands and pray, which I think is pretty cool. I definitely felt the Holy Spirit. I felt it the whole day. Really, it was on my mind the whole time. It felt like He was right next to me, Jesus. It was a crazy experience.
My expectation was just to like grow closer to God and just to like feel more closer to Him and just to figure out what He wants to do with my life. The past like year or so, I've just felt like kind of like God hasn't had my back, and it's like, so I just wanted to like feel that He still loves me and more than anything else in the world. Whenever Julissa put her hands on me and just prayed, I just felt like there was just a shield that God was putting over my heart, where like even if I go home today, like I can still feel, and all the toxic stuff will still come to me, but like there's just a shield that God put over me that's just like protecting me from all of that stuff, like mentally, just so that I can like focus on Him and like what He wants me to do instead of just like all of the toxic stuff.
My expectation was just to like get closer to God and like go deeper in our relationship. I definitely felt the presence of God, and I feel like I'm closer to Him, and I can feel that He told me that everything is going to be okay. The last night when all the leaders like prayed for us, I just felt the presence of God. Like I could just feel like He was there, and like I felt like I was like starting to cry.
I think my expectation coming into camp was to like learn more about God and see what He has for me. I feel like God like spoke to me about like sharing the gospel to other people. God told me that He's waiting for me up in heaven and He's cheering me on. Everyone going down and like bowing their heads to God, like that really just spoke to me.
I would say meeting a lot of new people and like, I don't know, maybe trying to see if I could have a better connection with God and all that. He was telling me that maybe I should start going to Him and getting towards Him and buying a Bible and start worshiping more of Him, and like start raising my hand and getting up with other people instead of waiting until other people get up and I get up by myself. Worshiping is like, I don't know, it's like you could feel the presence of God there. Like it's like filling up a lot and like taking all the weight off your shoulders and everything. It's just like that relief feeling you have when you worship.
I kind of wanted to learn more about God and Jesus. I wanted to like learn their story and maybe try to come closer, to be more brave, to try talking to new people. Whenever we all went up, I could feel like another presence there, and I felt like that was God, like next to me.
My expectation coming to camp, I was expecting to feel the presence of God, feel a sense of peace, just peace and relief, because I don't have my phone on me, and my phone is a big obstacle where I want peace, because I got all this social media, there's all this negative things that shouldn't be in my life. It's all on my phone. But when I put my phone aside and I just enjoy nature, the beauty, the things God created for us to enjoy, it just a whole nother feeling. Still a feeling of relief, peace, and I feel God when I don't have anything distracting me. During the first night here for praise and worship, I was struggling to stay awake. I was falling asleep in the back. I was like, oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna make 2 more nights of this. But then last night, I just felt something. I told God, I said, God, I'm tired of being tired in your presence. How come I can be outside playing basketball and be all energetic, and as soon as I come here, I get tired? And I had a conversation with him. I said, I'm tired of being tired. In the name of Jesus, I don't want that anymore. And after that, I never felt so energetic during praise and worship. I was so focused during the message. I got on my knees during the songs, worship. I've never done that before. And I just had a conversation with God, and I just gave all my problems, all my issues, all my worries. I just gave it to Him. After I did that, I just felt so relief during worship. I was smiling, singing to Him, hands up. It was an amazing feeling. And I know now that this is the only place I can do that. I can do that in my room. I can do that anywhere. This isn't the only place or the only time where I can experience something like that.
My expectations for camp was to get to know more about God and have a closer relationship with Him and just meet new people. My favorite part of camp is worship. I've loved worship. I feel like He's changed my perspectives about people in general. If I have struggles or worries or something, then I bring it all to God and He'll help me through it. I want Him to help me be more positive and raising my hands during worship.
Coming into camp, I didn't really have an expectation. I came here looking forward to mostly getting closer to God and just to feel His presence and to get kind of a reminder that I'm straying away from Him a little bit more. Well, I felt His presence, or I was standing and I had my arms up, but not all the way up, and I was just told, get on your knees and just pray. Not sing the song, just pray. And I didn't say, Lord, I'm here I just went there and I was like, God, I'm here. I want to feel you. I want to know who you are again. I had my eyes kind of tearing up. I had shivers, I guess, goosebumps on my arms. I felt peace and confirmation from what I was asking Him in prayer, my heart. And I felt as if everything's gonna be okay. As if I get a big warm hug from my dad, everything's gonna be okay. Sent me back to when I was a little kid, scared, had a nightmare.
My expectations coming to camp, I would say it was similar to last year's expectations. I just wanted to move closer to God, but I think this year it had more of a pull on me since I've been getting older and experiencing more life. I would say last year I was kind of focused on rebuilding my relationship with God. This year I'm trying to focus on strengthening it. Something God's been telling me was the night we were having I think it was last night we were having our worship. I felt something tugging on my chest, my heart. It was I was what is that? And I was asking God, what does He want me to do? And He's kneel down before me. I was but what are people gonna think? Then He's it doesn't matter. Then I kind of just felt Him tug again. Then I asked Chris to see if I can go up there, and he's yeah. So I went down there. I just stayed down there for a little bit, even though it was it was pile on the ground. It was uncomfortable. It just felt really. I felt I was alone with Him. It felt really different. I didn't want to leave that spot no matter what. Everything kind of just felt calm, and I kind of just felt cleansed of everything, my past life and stuff. So last summer I got baptized, and I started to do really good after summer camp, but then I fell into that same spot again. But I didn't try to get myself out. I kind of gave up on myself because Satan was getting to my head. I'm going to try and focus on God more. I'm going to have my Bible right by my bed, try to read that every night, or try to just at least spend an hour a day, even if it's towards the night or something to talk to God or just let him talk to me. So this is my shirt for meme night. So I was gonna do Shrek, but I couldn't get a costume in time. So the morning we left, so I woke up like at 6:30 or something, just like to think of something, and I was like on the internet and I just saw a bunch of like Doge memes, so I just kind of printed like a bunch of them. It took me like an hour though, because our printer's kind of bad, but I got a bunch of tape and I just like started taping them on a black shirt.
My expectations to camp was for God to let me like bring me closer to Him, and that He just wanted me to be closer to Him and learn more about His Word, and all the leaders helped me do that throughout the 4 days that I was here. God's like telling me I'm doing good and I should keep like pursuing Him, that like I'm on the right track to giving my life to Him. It felt like very peaceful, and I felt like all my like stress I guess just came off me, and I felt like very relieved, and I just felt very happy. I felt like that when I was worshiping and putting my hands up.